Hello again and welcome back to Scott and Wonders Speaker World, the fat ugly one back, with an unexpected beer to be reviewing. Now, first of all, it's bloody cold, but not as cold as it has been, so all good. Hopefully it'll warm up a little bit, because it's been bloody taters lately. I want to say thank you to Andrew, Brewery Beast in the East, on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, I'll put a link in the description below to the Brewery Beast in the East. Does lots of stuff on Instagram with beers. Really nice chap, and he did us some beer last year from, can't remember now, do apologise. Orangutan was one of them. And it might have been from the Froome Brewery, a couple of the beers from Froome and other bits and pieces. And he got hold of us on Instagram. You've seen the unboxing of this a couple of days ago when I reviewed the Christmas pudding ale that's currently in Lidl. And he sent a message saying, could he send? He got some of these, and he'd like to send one to us. I'm always very grateful to people that send stuff to the channel. So thank you ever so much, Andrew. And it's when I did the unboxing, the can, the artwork, the name of the beer, completely straight over my head. So let's get into the beer itself. It's by the from the Black Irish Brewery, which are out of Nottingham, Shipstone in Nottingham. And it's there. I push my fingers into mince pies. Absolutely phenomenal can art. Now, someone pointed out to me, it might have been David Thompson, that it was to do with Slipknot, because that had escaped me. And then I showed the can to Leah, and Leah pointed out it was Slipknot. And actually, the I push my fingers into mince pies was a play on words to the first line of one of their songs, Duality, which is I push my fingers into my eyes. They did a version of this beer last year, I believe, which was I push my fingers into my pies, which was a Bakewell Tart Imperial Stout, I believe. I know Tom, Crummy Beard, it was one of his beers last year, and I did see his review of this because I didn't expect to pick it up. And he loved it. And then obviously last night, my good friend Dean and Christoph from Ale Degustation, they did a live where they reviewed the Camden Imperial Pilsner that's out every year, and this as well. Now, we were out at Staggeringly Good last night, so I haven't actually got around to watching Dean and Christoph and what they think of it. Can't remember anything of what Tom said, no offence Tom. And yeah, so I'm going into it. I've never had anything, I don't think, from the Black Irish Brewery. Really looking forward to it. There's a load of bits and pieces on the side. So I'm going to get my glasses out, although I can probably read that because it is in a font that's not on a ridiculous background, and it's big enough to read. So it says, brewed and canned at the Black Irish Brewery, Unit 1, 27 Shipstone Road in Nottingham. Ingredients, and there are a lot, is malted barley, oats and lactose. Excuse me, they're the allergens. We've got molasses, muscovado, hops, orange zest, lemon zest, vanilla, caramel extract, cinnamon, cloves, natural flavourings, yeast and water. And this is a rum barrel aged mince pie Imperial Stout, coming in at a whopping 11%. And I say, I like the can art. The can art is absolutely fantastic. It's definitely going to hit on the camel. Now, I'm in the process of putting together beers of the year. So it's going to be calendar year, and also worst beers of the year. I don't think this one's going to fall into the worst beers of the year. Maybe it's going to make Jesus Christ a aroma of that on can opening anyway. And maybe this is going to sink and sit within the beers of the year. Who knows? I'm certainly looking forward to it. I can't thank Andrew enough for sending it to us. So in the glass, let's get every drop out. Not a massive fan of mince pies. I did explain this to Andrew. And that is absolutely jet black in the glass. And there was a small, probably half finger of chocolate head on top that's now dissipated, being 11%. I'm half expecting that. So in the glass, it looks absolutely fantastic. No light bleeding through there, proper jet black. Let's go for a nose. I'm getting a whiff from it from here. Look at the lacing already on the glass. Wow, where do you start? You do pick the rum up. The rum is there. It is what I would deem an incredibly boozy mince pie. Yeah, you pick the rum. There's sort of currants and raisins. There's a hint of cinnamon and clove. And it does smell like a really boozy mince pie. It smells very indulgent, very decadent. I don't know how much it was. I didn't ask. I thought that was quite rude. So if Andrew watches this, or if you know how much it is, then please feel free to alert me to the price of this bit. Anyway, enough waffling. Andrew, Berry Beast in the East. Cheers, mate. Thank you ever so much. Hope you and your family have a lovely Christmas. Let's try this. This is at room temperature as well. It's not been in the fridge at all since it arrived on Wednesday or Thursday, so I've had it out. It's been at room temperature. I purposely wanted it at room temperature so all of those flavours come out. Right, it's so much going on in that beer. It's fantastic. The abiding flavour for me is a clove. That clove sits and hangs. Cinnamon, so there's a nice sort of Christmas spice to it. You've got that rum tannings in there. You get some. There is a very molasses coating in your mouth. There's a huge when you take your first sip. There's a nice sweetness, sort of mincemeat sweetness, rum infused in that. That tails away, and you get the spices, clove and some cinnamon in there. And then on the back end, you get a really nice, warming sensation. That it's not actually body wise. It's not as thick as I thought it was going to be. It's probably just below medium. There's also a zestiness to it from, I'm assuming, that orange and lemon. It gives it's a really nice complex. But again, I'm going to say this again. Anybody that says English breweries can't make decent beers, Fuck off. It's an absolute treat. It is a pudding, albeit a very boozy pudding in a glass. It's lovely, absolutely lovely, and I can see why. I know Tom loved it. I'm going to go and see in a minute when I finish this review if I'm assuming Dean and Christoph would have liked it. I can see, and Andrew said it's Brewery recently said it's up there with his favourite beer in the beer of the year equation, and I don't disagree with that. I think it's, I'm doing the top 10. There's no way it doesn't make it. It's certainly a late entry in there. Is it beer of the year? It could well be. I've had some cracking beers this year, and that one sits comfortably within that conversation. There's so much going on with it. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And a real treat and a pleasure to try that. Very recently, Andrew, thank you ever so much for sending it. Can't thank you enough. Will Wonder like it? Not a chance. Not a chance in hell of her liking that. 11%. I don't know. I'm not picking up 11%. Wanda. See if I can get her out. See if she'll come and play ball. No, I think she will. It's lovely. It's if you've tried, I push my fingers into mince pies. Let us know what you think of it. Are you going to come and try this? I don't think you're going to like it. It's very nice.
Very nice.
It's rum barrel aged.
Oh, I won't. Oh, that's made up. It smells boozy.
Smells boozy.
It's quite thick.
Go on, give it a try. Go on, get out, you.
It's too boozy.
Too boozy. It's very nice.
It's quite Christmassy.
Very Christmassy. Yeah, you've got
It
your
reminds me of Christmas pudding, actually.
Christmas spice, mince meat.
You go, come on.
Just love it. It is lovely. It's easily in the conversation for beer of the year. Anyway, I've waffled on enough. I pushed my fingers into mince pies. Black Irish Brewery, Slipknot themed, rum barrel aged mince pie, imperial stout. I can't give that anything less than a massive double thumbs up. It's lovely. So if you've tried it, then let us know. If you haven't, and you can get hold of one, then do yourself a favour. If you want to treat yourself for Christmas Day, or you want to treat your partner, or your wife, or your husband, get themselves one of them, because it's a winter warmer for a very cold day. Although I don't think one's going to agree. So, Berry Beast in the East, go and give them a follow on Instagram. Thank you ever so much for sending it, mate. Really, really appreciate it. We hope you and your family ever. It is a Christmassy drink, very Christmassy. We hope you and your family have a lovely Christmas. And me, if you've got the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. There's a subscribe button if you are so inclined. And me and Wanda, we'll see you very soon. Have a good evening.